Hi pile one, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Michelle. We are back doing another specific person pick a card reading. Right now we're going to be looking into what your person is up to. Okay, this is going to be for those of you who have like no contact. Maybe you haven't heard from them in a long time, you know, and if you are having communication, it may be very limited, restricted. It's just not a lot going on in your connection with your person. So this is going to be for those of you who might want to be taking a peek to see what they got going on in their life. So keep in mind, you guys, this might be one of the more triggering readings because we are going to be just kind of taking a look at what's going on. And I just want to be very respectful of your guys' healing journey, okay? Because whatever messages come through, I'm going to deliver them. However those messages may come out, okay? I'll try my best to give the messages to you in a way where, you know, it may not pack too hard of a punch if any kind of messages like that come through. But just keep in mind, all right, you guys? Also, this is a general reading, okay? So take what resonates, leave behind anything that doesn't. If you want me to tap into you and your person's energy and your guys' connection exclusively, just check the description box below. I have several $25 readings available where we can take a sneak peek into your guys', you know, your personal connection with your SP or your specific person, okay? We're going to get right into the reading, you guys. Pile one, you were drawn to the, what is this, Caribbean calcite skull. All right, so we're gonna put this lovely guy at, we'll put him over here, okay? Now we're gonna get the overall energy of what they are up to just in their life in general. And so we have, we got magnetic, unexplainable pull, can't resist. Now we got love affair with dirty little secret down low. Then we got children, young childhood and playful. Okay, and then we also have get wild. All right, so this is what your person's up to. This is their general energy right now. So right away, you guys, I'm kind of picking up on this energy with your person where I feel like they've been, I don't know how long you guys have not been talking, but I'm almost picking up, pile one, this energy where your person has been lured away from this connection by a third party. Okay. Right now, the energy that your person is in, they're pretty happy where they're at. Okay. I'm picking up, there's a newness here. So, you know, this may be somebody that they just met. You know, with children here, I'm not picking up on pregnancy or anything like that. It's just this feeling of like young love. Okay. They're feeling like, you know, what do they call that? Like they're feeling like teenagers again. Yeah, it's just your person is involved in another relationship where they just feel inexplicably drawn to that person. And I'm picking up young love. You know, your person feels like carefree, they're having fun. They're having fun, okay? I know that's probably not what you're wanting to hear, pile one. I apologize. But that's what's going on in their life right now, okay? Let's find out. We'll do an energy check-in for you guys to kind of figure out where, you know, you're currently at to make sure that you have the right pile. Let's do an energy check-in for pile one. Let's see, where's pile one at with this connection? So they know they're in the right place. Where's pile one at with this connection? Currently, where's pile one out with this connection? We have the Two of Swords. Then we have, this is, I believe, the moon in reverse. Someone in this connection is blocked. Either you got them blocked or they got you blocked. Let's get one more. Then we have the Six of Swords, trying to move on peacefully. Yeah, I think you already know about this pile one with the moon card in reverse here. I feel like you know about this. You may have been the person I mean, I guess it could go either way, but I am picking up for some of you that you may have been the one to block this person. You may have blocked them, their social media. So maybe this could be happening, like the energy that your person is in could be happening very publicly and online. So you may have them blocked, their social media blocked, so you're not watching this or having to watch this unfold online, or maybe it's just, you know, you have them blocked because let's pick up your feelings. Let's see how you're feeling about it. How are you feeling about what's going on in this connection right now? The Ace of Cups. I'm picking up you're feeling pretty hopeful for new love. You may have even met somebody new. How is pile 1 feeling? I keep wanting to call you pile 2, and I don't know why. There might be messages in pile 2 that might be for you. And then we have the 5 of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, I think you're hopeful for a new start in love. I'm picking up pile 1 that you're aware of this situation that's going on with, you know, whomever the person is that you have on your mind. And, you know, with the 6 of Swords here, it's a very peaceful kind of a, you know, the 6 of Swords in the traditional tarot shows, you know, a couple of people. Usually it's like a mother and her kid, right? Peacefully leaving behind an old life, you know, headed towards new shores, right? So I'm picking up on rebuilding here. With the Ace of Cups, there's like hope of something new. And then with the 5 of Pentacles in reverse, there's almost this feeling of the worst is behind you. The worst is behind you. Okay, so that's your energy check-in. You're looking for somebody much more stable too, much more reliable. This person may have been very wishy-washy. So you're looking for someone who is much more reliable, consistent, responsible is the energy that I'm picking up on. Let's see. What are we going to do now? Let's look at your connection with this person, like if they're thinking about you, or where do you stand? Show me where pile 1 stands with their person. I'm not going to dive too much into their energy with the third party. I might do another separate pick a card reading that includes, you know, third party stuff. If you're interested in knowing more about, you know, your person and the third party's connection and relationship. Show me where, where does pile 1 stand with the person on their mind? Show me pile 1. Where do they stand with their person? Where does pile 1 stand with their person? Where does pile 1 stand with their person? Where does pile 1 stand with their person? Let's get one more. Okay, we'll take 2. Interesting energy coming through pile 1 for where you stand with your person. Now that I have this energy out on the board, I'll be honest, this kind of feels more like a fling. Like whatever they've got on going on with this. Now, I'm not saying that they're seeing it like that, but let me tell you where I'm coming from. So we got photographed down here, looking at your photos, missing you, nostalgia, making new memories. So you're kind of in the background, even though they're dealing with this third party energy up here. You're still there. You're in their energy. They still think about you, especially with palm tree here. There's this feeling, pile 1, that you're not going anywhere. And this may be because you may have children with them. But even if not, we've got this energy here about you being the better choice. This is where you stand with your person. This is how they are thinking and feeling about you and your connection, especially with healthy choices here. Healthy choices, we got making healthy choices in love and in life, self-love, self-care, being happier. There may be something with this third party energy that your person is involved in, that whatever they're involved in is, it can't be long term. Something about it may be very, I don't know if the other person's married. I don't know. There's just, now that I've got this up here at the board, we also have self-absorbed, narcissist, one-sided relationship, and love bombing. I am picking up on that kind of that narcissistic, selfish, self-centered kind of an energy where your person is concerned. This is giving me that energy, pile one, if this person wants their cake and they want to eat it too. They want the best of both worlds. They want you and they want this other person. That's what I'm picking up on. And of the two, it's like they're having fun up here, I don't know if you want to hear this, but this up here kind of, there's newness here, there's novelty, unexplored territory, things like that. But then it's like you're their kind of like safety blanket, it's really kind of weird. It's a very selfish energy your person is in. They do feel very nostalgic with you. We got looking at your photos, missing you, nostalgia, and making new memories. This person does at some point, I feel, they know they're going to come back. That's what I'm picking up, pile one. Like right now, they're kind of involved in something. It's like I'm hearing they lost their head. They're not thinking straight. And they know it. There's something your person knows it, because we got here, you're the healthy choice of the two connections, okay? What we're going to do now, then we had kisses on the back of the deck, unconditionally loving, giving and receiving affection, and falling in love. See, there's this energy here where it's like, I feel like your person's going to make their way back to you, because it's like you're the one they're supposed to be with long term, especially with the palm tree here. Stability, security, permanence, growth, endurance, and flexibility. I'm really picking up on this. This up here is only temporary, and your person knows it. Like they're just having fun up here. What messages do you have? Actually, just show me more of your energy towards pile one. We'll do messages in a minute. Show me your energy towards, there's more memories. Show me your energy towards pile one. Show me your energy towards pile one, please. I need two more. Show me your energy towards pile one. Okay. This is their energy towards you. Okay. So we have memories, commitment. I can pick up on that, confusion, and then effort. I'm almost picking up on, yeah, because the message I was getting earlier was they lost their head. We got more memories here, like that photograph that was in the photograph card that was in the other deck. This person is feeling very nostalgic about you. I do feel like they have been looking at old photos of the two of you together. And maybe, there's just a lot of things that pop up in their day-to-day life that remind them of you and what the two of you guys had. With commitment here, that you're where their heart is at. You are where their heart is at. I almost feel like up here they're just needing to sow their wild oats, or they're just wanting to get that out of their system or something. I'm not sure what happened to facilitate this. I don't know if you guys broke up and then they got into a third party situation or what's going on here. But there is just this energy pile one with your person where this third party is concerned. Like your person knows this isn't permanent. This isn't long term. This is just something they felt like they needed to get out of their system. But they are feeling very confused I feel like they're feeling pulled towards this person, but then like the love they have for you and the memories and stuff pulls them back towards you. There is a confusion here. Let's find out what effort's about. Effort towards what? We have the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. So they're feeling confused about putting in the effort to rebuild the Ten of Pentacles that the two of you may have had. I feel like this is someone you have quite a significant past with. Someone you may have lived with, someone you may have been married to, someone you may have kids with and stuff like that. Lots of memories, lots of photos, lots of, you know, things that intertwine the two of you together. The Eight of Wands. Why is the Eight of Wands here? Okay, so they're coming to a realization. They're going to have to make a decision very, very quickly. I think pile one, they're picking up on your energy of wanting to move on. The hope that you have of, you know, meeting somebody new, you know, starting over in your own life and stuff like that. But the Two of Pentacles energy here is like them juggling. You know, I keep hearing I got two lovers. I forget who the name of that song was, but I got two lovers. You know, and I love them both the same, kind of that energy. Although I am feeling like their loyalty, their commitment, like your home is where the heart is, and like you're their home, right? Home is where the heart is, you're their heart, stuff like that. They're understanding they need to make a decision very, very soon. And I'll be honest, I think that decision, you know, weighs more heavily in your favor than it does this person, whether or not, you know, you want them back. What is this on the bottom of the deck? The Four of Swords. They know they need to make a decision, especially with the Eight of Wands here. They're delaying though. They're delaying making that decision for some reason. Alrighty then. Let's get some messages from them to you directly, pile one, and then we'll close up your reading, okay? Look at that. I watch your social media. You guys, well, I'm getting these messages out. Make sure if this resonates, smash that like button for me. Also, be sure to comment below with the pile that you picked, what you thought and how it resonated. You know, if you're not subscribed, be sure you're subscribed and become part of the family. Always love to know what my tribe thinks or how y'all are experiencing the readings. We got, I want to tell you how I feel. I want you. Let's get two more. Let's get one more. Here we got, I daydream about a life with you. I want to be more than friends. That they may have told you that, you know, they just want to be friends. Let's get one more card. I still have feelings for you, see? Yeah. No matter where they're at with this energy up here, you know, the newness and the novelty of it's going to wear off and stuff like that. I don't know how long this has been going on. Everybody's situation is different. But honestly, what I'm hearing is you make sense. You and them make sense more than what this person is. It's just like this, whatever this is just fun. I'm hearing fun and games, and they lost their head, whatever that means. And there's just this energy, pile one, where this, you know, your person knows that this up here was never meant to be long-term, whatever long-term means for, you know, for you and them. Like, it's not permanent. It was never meant to be anything permanent. It was just supposed to be something that's fun. And when they're done having their fun, they're going to want to make their, you know, way back to you. You know, how you decide to handle that is up to you. Free will, right? But I just wanted to give you the heads up. All right, pile one, we're going to go ahead and clear, wrap up your reading there. All right. And thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I'll see you at your next reading. Thanks, Pile 1. Hi, Pile 2. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Michelle. This is Soul Purpose Activation. We're back doing another specific person pick a card reading. Right now we are looking into what's going on with your person, kind of behind the scenes. This is for those of you who are, you know, little to no contact, no communication. If there is any communication, it's like, you know, very little, limited, restricted, you know, stuff like that, or very sporadic. And just I want a disclaimer, you guys, this may be one of the more triggering readings because we're kind of peeking behind the scenes. I'm giving you an an insider look into what they are up to, you know, since you're not talking. Okay, so just keep that in mind as far as your healing journey goes, because whatever comes through, you guys, I'm gonna let you know what the dealio is. Okay, we're getting the tea, and the tea might be really, really, really hot. Okay, and I wouldn't want you to get burned, if you know what I mean. All right, and again, general reading, take what resonates, leave behind anything that doesn't. I do have personal readings that are open. Just check the description box below for booking details. There are actually several different specific person readings available for $25. Just check the description box below. You can find out all the ones that are available to fit your needs, okay? We're just gonna get started. Pile 2, you chose I believe this is Crazy Lace Agate, but the yellow Jasper skull, or no, Agate skull. My bad. All right, so before I look into this, before we pull your oracles, I want to first do a energy check-in to make sure you got the right pile. So let's show me Pile 2 and how they are experiencing this connection with their person at this point in time. We have let's see, the 9 of Wands in reverse. How is Pile 2? So this is the energy of, like, you know, giving up. You've given up. The 9 of Wands in the upright position, and really just the 9 of Wands energy, whether it's reversed or, you know, not, is like you've put up a good fight. You fought for a long time. You fought many battles, you know, and with this particular energy I'm picking up for you guys, like, you know, you hung on for a long time, but there is this energy here with the 9 of Wands in reverse, like you've given up. You've given up the fight. Show me Pile 2's energy towards their person in this connection. We got the Queen. Yeah, it's done some work on your confidence. Give me one more. Pile 2's energy towards a lot of wand energy, a lot of fire energy coming out. Ace of Pentacles in the upright position. There is hopeful, like you're kind of hopeful for something new, something more tangible. Why is the Queen of Wands in reverse here? We have the 3, we got the Empress in reverse. Oh, yeah. So this connection and, you know, your person, like the battles that you fought, I feel have really kind of knocked you out of your energy. You're not feeling like yourself. You're not feeling like yourself. So we have a lot of fire energy. So I just heard Scorpio, which makes sense because Mars is, you know, a ruling planet of Scorpio. I always equate Mars with fire, but fire signs. Okay, so Scorpio is wanting to make a pop in there. So Scorpio energy, you know, you might have Scorpio somewhere in your chart. Leo, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. We have the Empress showing up here, so that could be Libra or Taurus, and then we have earth signs coming up here. Taurus. My mind is just going blank, you guys. I feel that's kind of what this connection has done to you. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn for the earth signs. Aw, you guys, I'm sorry. Yeah, so that's your energy check-in. Let me look at what this Ace of Pentacles is here for. Show me the Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, see, you're hopeful. You know, so it's like not all hope is lost, but there is, you know, the fight that you fought, the battles that you fought, you know, it's done some, I don't want to say damage. It's not permanent because we do have the Ace of Pentacles and the Star here. So you still have hope for your future, right? That things are going to get better and stuff like that. It's just like, you know, this connection with your person really kind of affected your self-esteem and your confidence levels, and, you know, definitely some healing work that is needing to take place. And with the Star here, it's like you realize that, right? But I love that we have the Star of the Ace of Pentacles. It's like, you know, hoping that, you know, the future is very hopeful for the future. This connection I'm feeling where your thoughts and feelings are at pile 2. It's like, yeah, this connection knocked you down, but it's not knocking you out, right? Not knocking you out. Okay, so if that matched, you know, where you're at with this connection and how you're feeling, then this is your pile. If not, this probably isn't going to be your pile, but you can stick around and see if there's any messages for you. If not, you can always pick another pile as well. So let's find out the overall energy of what your person is up to. We got settlement here with agreement, promises. We got on the table, offer, proposal, commitment. We got roller coaster here, and then we got entrapment with pregnancy, money, heartstrings. Yeah. And actually, oof, your person, they're going through it. They're going through it. There may be litigation happening. I don't know if they are, I don't know if they're married, if they got somebody pregnant, or if they got themselves in some kind of trouble, but your person is not, they're not having a really good time right now. Okay. With entrapment here, I do feel like somebody, your person, pile 2, is feeling trapped by somebody, and I'm hearing they didn't see it coming. Okay, so right now your person, their thoughts and their feelings about things are all over the place. They're not having a really great time right now. I'm hearing litigation. They're in litigation, legal litigation for something. Offers, you know, I can see them, you know, in court battles. For some of you, they may have been trapped by a pregnancy. Somebody, you know, either they got pregnant, either, you know, the person they're with got pregnant on purpose, or something here about somebody getting pregnant on the sly. Someone lying about being able to get pregnant or being able to have kids, and, you know, something like that happen. If it's not pregnancy, it does have something to do with money. Okay. And so I feel like someone lied. Someone was very deceptive and deceitful to get something that they wanted from your person. It could be to get, you know, maybe your person was dragging their feet about getting married, something like that. Your person's not having fun, though. They're not enjoying life right now. In fact, it's daring to dream. I'm picking up, like, you know, they're wishing all of this would go away. Daring to dream, like, you know, dare I dream that things can actually go in my favor, that life can get better than what it is right now, because life for your person, I feel, is not, with, especially with roller coaster here. Yeah. It's, life is a roller coaster for them right now. I'm feeling they're very stressed out, full of anxiety. Let's see what Dare to Dream is here for. What's Dare to Dream? Show me this energy. What are they dreaming about? Dare to Dream about what? Dare to Dream about what? A way out. They're daring to dream about a way out is what I just heard. Nine of Pentacles. They want to be free from whatever this is. Nine of Pentacles is single energy, not commitment, not proposal. All right, they're daring to dream. It's like they're dreaming of back when they were single, when they weren't having to deal with all this stuff over here. I really do feel like somebody, you know, lied and said they couldn't have kids, or lied and said they were on birth control and they really weren't. Blah, blah, blah. Somebody, I feel like somebody got pregnant on the sly. Your person is wishing they were single right now. That's what they're daring to dream, is that they could be happily single and not have any of this stuff to deal with here. For some of you, I'm picking up a paternity suit. All right, there may be questions of paternity. Your person, you know, of course, if, you know, your SP is somebody who's a man, they're hoping that their partner, you know, who got pregnant, they're hoping that the baby's not theirs, okay? Yeah, with the Fool at the bottom of the deck, they're hoping. That's what they're hoping. They're hoping. Okay, let's see, what else are we looking at here? All right, so now that we kind of got an idea of what is going on in their life, while the two of you aren't talking, we're going to kind of look into see what their energy, like where do you stand with them, pile 2? Where does pile 2 stand with their person? You know, according to pile 2's person. Soulmates, your person, okay, pile 2, they think you're a soulmate. They feel a soul connection with you still. Let's get some more. Where does pile 2 stand with their person? The Golden Mirror. Where does pile 2 stand with their person? I will say, if your person, yeah, we got the Golden Mirror here without, so self-absorbed narcissist, one-sided relationship, love bombing, and then we also have cassette with outdated thinking, conditioning, replaying events over in your head. I will say your person does think about this connection. I'm not going to say they think about it all the time, but when they do think about this connection, pile 2, I feel like they think that, you know, the two of you are more suited for each other. But I will say with the Golden Mirror here that, you know, anything that they think about when it comes to you and this connection, it's more, it's coming from a space of, it's selfishness. It's, you know, selfish, self-centered. It's, you know, them wanting to escape what they've done to themselves and how you might be able to help them, especially here with outdated thinking. I'm not picking up that this person has changed. Like if they were somehow able to get out of this, whatever's going on over here, and come back to you, there isn't any energy here where you would experience like a changed person or a transformed person or anything like that. Okay. And then we got photographs showing up at the bottom of the deck with looking at your photos, missing you, nostalgia, making new memories. And so they may be from time to time looking back on photos and stuff like that every now and again, or, you know, if they're on Facebook or on, you know, other social media platforms that may pop up memories, you know, they might see those. Like I said, they think, you know, they do think about this connection with you, and they think about you from time to time. And I'm hearing happier time. It was a happier time in their life. Lighter. It was a lighter time in their life. And with the soulmates card there, it's like they kind of feel more of a soulmate connection with you than they do with, you know, this person. You know, we'll do a quick check on that. Show me pile 2. Show me pile 2 real quick. Whoa, no. Show me pile 2 real quick. Show me pile 2. Do I want to take those? Okay, we got Ascending, Healing Heart, and then the Mask, and then show me this third party up here. They want to run away. Yeah, see, we got the Runner, Separation. They want out. Is there any more? They want out of that. Oh, they don't want to be there anymore. That's funny that we got the Runner and the Chaser here, but the Runner and the Chaser are both running in the same direction. But they don't want to be here anymore. Why is the Chaser here? That's because of this person. They can't run away. They can't run away because this person is just, they're on them. The third party's on them. And so, yeah, when it comes to you versus the third party, pile 2, I don't know if you even care, about it, but their feelings towards you and their thoughts towards you and the connection that they had with you, is a lot better than what they're currently dealing with how they think, what they think and how they want out of this. They don't want this anymore. For some, I'm hearing they wish they never met this person because it's been nothing but a headache is what I'm hearing. Okay. Man, talk about the tea. All right, let's see. Pile 2's person. How do they, thoughts and feelings towards Pile 2's person. Flirt. Pile 2's person towards Pile 2, please. I will say, if they had, I don't know if you still talk to them, Pile 2. They do want open, oh, this is no communication. So they do want to keep things light and flirty with you. They do want to have an open door to communication. They do want to open the lines of communication with you. Show me your energy towards Pile 2. I hear they miss flirting with you. Give me a couple more cards, please. Gifts. Give me one more. Respect. Okay. So we got flirt, gifts, and respect. Let me find out what gifts is there for. What's this energy of gifts? Oh, we got the Ace of Cups in reverse. I'm almost feeling like they think they did you a favor. There's this, okay, I'm picking up this feeling that you walked away. You walked away. And they got mad respect for you for doing that. Like you're noticing your worth. Show me gifts. Why is the Ace of Cups in reverse here as far as gifts go? We got the Wheel. It wasn't the right time. The timing just wasn't right. I'm also hearing you stood up for yourself. You stood up for what you believed in. You stood up for what you believed that you deserved. So, I mean, for some of you, I'm not picking up on like, you know, too terrible of a split. I mean, this could have been very amicable. It could have been mutual. You know, with an Ace of Cups in reverse, I mean, with that showing up at clarifying gifts, it's almost as like this person is almost like they did you a favor by or you know, you walking away was some kind of a gift for this person and for you. Not that they're thankful about it, because we got flirt here. Tell me more about gifts. Or them walking away from you was like a gift for you. Yeah, because their life is just full of drama. They're not the kind of person, Pile 2, and I think you know this. There's somebody that, I feel like this may be karma for them. Like they're wanting you to know, like, that you should consider it a gift, you know, that things didn't work out between the two of you. Because I feel like your person's a mess. Your person's a mess. I don't feel like there would have been a lot of peace in this connection had things quote unquote worked out. But I'm like, I don't even think things would have worked out the way that you wanted them to. Regardless of who walked away in this connection, it's almost like your person is kind of, because there is respect here. Your person isn't, they're not being condescending. They're not being sarcastic or anything like that. They're like, they're wanting you to see it as a gift that things didn't work out with them because they're a mess. This whole thing up there is happening because they are a mess. And I think you know that. With the moon here, you know, and then we got the Six of Swords in reverse. I mean, this person may have kept secrets from you. That's just the kind of person they are. Very secretive. Not an open book. kept things, you know, they're not the kind of person to be very transparent about what they're thinking and what they're feeling and what, you know, and they're just kind of stuck. They're stuck in this energy of withholding. I'm hearing withholding the truth. Even when you omit the truth, you know, it's still a lie, right? All right, so we're gonna grab some messages from them to you. While I'm doing that, you guys, if this is resonating, make sure that you are smashing that like button for me. Comment below, let me know what pile you picked. Let me know what you thought and how it resonated. I love reading your guys' comments. I love reading your guys' comments. And if you're not subscribed, be sure you subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you don't ever miss an upload. All right. Just thank you for hanging out with me today, you guys. Let's get a few more. So far, we got I am recovering. I saved your texts and messages. I'm hearing they read those often. That could have a lot to do with some of the nostalgia, that cassette tape that showed up earlier, playing things over and over again. I bury myself in work to forget you. Here we have I want to start over. Especially with that flirt energy that came out earlier. It says, you and I were too young. That could be literally. I mean, you may have met this person. You know, I'm hearing for some of you it was like either right out of high school or right out of college. You literally could have just been too young. I feel so happy with you. So that's what they want you to know, you guys. It says, I'm recovering. We had that Four of Swords energy show up earlier. This is really like, so if this is someone that you do somewhat have contact with, it might be really sporadic. It may not be very, what's that word? It may not be consistent at all. They're just letting you know. They haven't called you. They haven't messaged you or anything like that, because they got a lot of stuff going on up here. And I feel like this isn't something, especially with that moon energy and that Six of Swords in reverse energy that was coming out earlier, they're not having a good time. There's no peace in what's happening here. They're being manipulated to the nth degree. And I do feel there's a degree, although, you know, the cards hadn't come out, there is a degree of karma coming out here, playing out here. They do think back to lighter, funner times with you. Why is you and I were too young? What's that about? I'm hearing the timing was wrong, is what I'm hearing. Right person, wrong time. They weren't ready. And maybe, you know, it could be a mutual thing. It could be mutual. That could be where the gifts, you know, with the Ace of Cups in reverse is coming from. It's just like the timing wasn't right. It was off. It was off. The Page of, yeah, see, somebody needed to grow up. The Page of Wands in reverse. Literally, you and I were too young, and then we have a page showing up in reverse. Somebody needed to grow up. Somebody wasn't ready to grow up. Somebody wasn't ready to be a responsible partner, you know, in a connection, in a romantic connection and stuff like that. All right, pile two, we're going to end that there. Thanks again for hanging out with me today. Be sure, again, that you are smashing that like button for me. Again, comment below. Let me know what you thought. We're just going to skip all that because I just done said it, didn't I? I'll see you guys at your next reading. Thanks, pile two. Hi, pile three. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Michelle. This is Soul Purpose Activation. We're back with another specific person pick a card reading. This is going to be for those of you that are in either no contact, no communication, or very little or sporadic communication. It may be restricted or delayed or blocked for whatever reason. Okay, just a disclaimer, you guys, this is maybe one of the more, what am I hearing? Trickier, more triggering readings, because we're going to be looking into what's going on in their life. Like, what have they been up to? while not talking to you, okay? That may be things that you may not be aware of. So just keep that in mind as far as like your healing journey goes, okay? Because some of these, sometimes we can serve up the tea and that tea can be really, 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 really hot. Okay? I don't want you to get burned, if you know what I'm saying, okay? All right, also you guys, this is a general reading, so take whatever resonates, leave behind anything that doesn't. I do have personal readings open. There are several $25 readings that you can choose from where we can kind of get some information into you and your SP or a specific person's connection. Just check the description box below for booking details. You can see all the different ones that are available. Okay, so you guys were drawn to the Mookaite Jasper skull. We're just going to put this bad boy over here. And before we delve into your guys' oracle and find out what they've been up to in your absence, we're going to first do a really quick energy check-in to make sure you got the right pile. All right, so let's find out what is going on with pile 3. Show me how pile 3 is experiencing their person in this connection. We have the 5 of Wands. 5 of Wands in reverse. We also have the Knight of Swords. Give me one more. I feel like you're quiet too. We got the Page of Wands. I'm not picking up there's a lot of conflict in this connection with you and your person. There may have been. Why is the Knight of Swords here? With the Page of Wands here, I am picking up this energy with you, pile 3. I'm picking up like calm, cool, and collected. With the Knight of Swords here, it's just like, you know, I feel like you're doing your own thing. You're living your own life. You're having fun. And when you think about this connection, it's like there may be a little bit of hope here, but you're not too overly focused on it, especially with this 5 of Wands in reverse. It's just like you're not in any kind of competition with this person whatsoever. It's almost this energy that I'm picking up with you, pile 3, where it's like you are kind of interested to know what they've been up to, what are they doing, you know, while you guys aren't talking. But it's like I'm almost picking up like you're cool as a cucumber. Why is the Knight of Swords here? Ace of Swords. It's like you already know what's going on. You know the deal. You know the deal. It's like, you know, you're just kind of curious. You're curious, George, you know? And so it's just kind of like, and with the Page of Wands over here, there is kind of this, I love that energy for this connection with you in this connection. There's kind of this energy of like, you are kind of hopeful, you know, that there may be a new beginning or maybe some kind of a breakthrough in this connection. But at the same time, it's like you're not putting all of your energy into it. You're still living your life. What I'm hearing is you're not putting yourself on a shelf, okay? You're not putting yourself on a shelf. You're not putting life on hold or anything like that. You really just are kind of a curious George when it comes to this person, what they've been up to, when they're not actively involved, you know, in their connection with you. It's like, you know, you're very clear about the dynamics of, you know, this connection and stuff like that. And even with the 5 of Wands, what I'm picking up now with this energy here, pile 3, is that even if a third party energy or something comes out, it's like you're not in any competition. If they are seeing someone, it's like, okay, no problem, whatever. I mean, you may even know with the Ace of Swords, whatever is going to come out in this reading, I almost feel like, yeah, look, we got Justice at the bottom of the deck. I just feel like you're not you're not really too worried about it. You know, you don't have a lot hinging on this connection. You're just kind of curious to see, you know, what your person has been up to. All right, so let's find out. What have they been up to? We got threatened with embarrassed appearances. We got triggers pop up with spontaneous, unexpected, surprise, visit. And then with this one, we have destruction. Your person may be in some trouble. Your person may be in some trouble. We're going to see what is happening, what's going on, what's threatened here for King of Swords. I'm picking up on legal problems of some kind. Because I know the King of Swords, like, but immediately when this came out, for some reason, and I never got this vibe from this card before, but this gave me like law enforcement things happening, especially with pop-up. What's pop-up here? What's pop-up? There's the Knight of Pentacles. I'm hearing it was a long time coming. I don't know if your person was under surveillance. There's the Five of Swords. Ooh. We're talking, I don't like the, ooh, that's the first time I've even seen, ooh, this is nasty energy, you guys. Nasty energy. I'm picking up energy that your person was ratted on. They were told on. Somebody like threw your person under the bus. They may have gone to jail. They may be having legal problems. They may have had to hire a lawyer. What's triggers here? Tell me what triggers is for. Emperor in the reverse. Oh, man. I'm hearing their hopes were dashed. Yeah, your person's not having the time of their life. I will tell you that right now. With embarrassed in appearances and threatened, I'm feeling like they're being threatened, though, by like detectives and stuff like that. That's the kind of energy that's coming through. If it's not like your person being involved in something where a detective might be involved in, it's just this, they're feeling threatened by someone in authority. Okay, being threatened by someone in authority. And this is a very unexpected surprise. Whatever's happening, it came out of nowhere. Even though I am hearing it's a long time coming, I think it popped up because they were thrown under the bus by somebody that I almost want to say they were close to, but I mean, we got tensions are high, tempers are high. We got the Five of Swords here. This is cutthroat energy. Someone threw your person under the bus big time. With this pop-up surprise visit, you know, who's popping up or what's popping up? You know, fights. This was someone they trusted. This could have been some kind of a father figure or someone they looked up to. It could have been like an old boss or something like that, or a former boss. Someone that they put a lot of trust in, I will tell you that. Someone they put a lot of trust in. They did not see this coming. I mean, literally pile 3, it could be the reason why you're not hearing from your person is because they're in jail. They could be in rehab. They could be in a space, or, you know, they're going through so much. It's just like, yeah, they're in over their heads, I'm hearing, for a lot of them. But we are going to go ahead and find out. With destruction here, I heard self-destruction. I feel like they were kind of going down a path for a while, and it was almost like, you know, I heard it was a long time coming. It was going to happen sooner or later. Your person got in trouble for something. I feel like detectives were involved. Somebody snitched. Somebody ratted them out. Gave up names and stuff like that. Okay. For some of you, I even feel like your person may have gone to jail. Where does pile 3 stand with their person? pile 3 stand with their person? Were you the one that threw them under the bus? Because this is their energy towards you. We'll get one more. That one wanted to come out with Paradise. Maybe not. As far as karmic relationship goes, this could just be talking about too, like something about their connection, like they learned some really valuable lessons when it came to the connection that they had with you. What does date have to do with pile 3? With karmic relationship too, we do have turmoil, and with that 5 of Swords energy that came up, I mean, whatever is happening with them, you know, could have caused some fights between the two of you. I am picking up though, let me double check this energy real quick before I put it on the board. Tell me, pile 3, what's your overall energy, towards pile 3 in this connection that you have with them? Where does pile 3 stand with you? They feel abandoned. Now either they abandoned you or they're feeling abandoned by you. You may have been, I don't know if, I'm not saying you snitched on them, but you may have provided information that could have led to whatever the situation is up here. Which is weird because we do have date, like, so it's like they're feeling abandoned by you, they're feeling left out on the cold, and maybe you didn't say anything, but maybe it's like you found out about what's going on up here and then you just kind of ended things with them. They're feeling abandoned by you. So that would make sense why they may feel some resentment towards you in this connection. With Paradise here, it's like they're happy when they're around you and stuff like that. But there's almost this feeling here of, you know, probably because of what's going on. It's just like, I do feel for a lot of you, your person is like facing jail time. They're in jail or something like that. I feel like you may have left them behind, pile 3. Explain date. Why is date here? Yeah, they're feeling blocked out. So this is how they're what they're feeling towards you and where they stand with you is they're thinking, you know, you put an end to this connection because of what was going on up here, especially with destruction. Pile 3, you were probably looking at this person like, you know, the lifestyle they're leading, the choices that they're making and stuff like that is just very destructive. And it's not just going to be destructive to them, it's going to be destructive to you, kind of because, you know, you're involved with them, right? And so, you know, out of self-preservation and maybe, you know, not wanting to have bad karma or just have, you know, you didn't want to get caught in the crossfire, right? And so there is this energy where they are feeling abandoned by you. This person's not really thinking very logically. They're kind of in victim mentality or victim mode. They're feeling blocked out. Like you left them out in the cold. There is some resentment there, but it's funny because they do feel happy, like you're a source of happiness and joy and stuff like that. There's almost like a bittersweet energy here when they think about you as far as where you stand with them, but they're feeling blocked, like you're blocking them out so that you can meet somebody new, so that you can move on. They think you're getting back out there dating and stuff like that. That's where they're at with you. And yeah, vice versa. All right, let's find out. For those of you that are still curious, give me more energy, please. true love. They love you, pile 3. Family. Aw, I don't know if you guys have kids together, but they do feel, see, guarded. There's that freedom. I do feel like your person's facing jail time, or they're in jail or something, like where their freedom might be restricted, or it's like, you know, they're at the risk of losing everything because of whatever's going on up here. But you bring a sense of family, a sense of balance, a sense of stability into their life. And I just heard that they're missing you. They are very guarded, like, because something about their freedom here, it does feel like their freedom may be at stake. But, you know, they see you as the true love, the love of their life. That's how they feel. Which goes back to that that paradise card we saw earlier about, you know, oneness and joy and peace and happiness and all that good stuff. That's how they feel about you. All right, let's see. So we're going to finish up with getting some messages directly from them to you. So while we're doing that, you guys, make sure you're taking a minute to smash that like button if this is resonating. Comment below. Let me know what pile you picked. Let me know how it resonated or what you thought. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you are subscribing. And make sure to hit that notification bell so you don't miss an upload. All right, y'all? Let's get a few more. I just feel like your person's in trouble. They're in trouble. My God, I can't get enough of you. Just being near you is intoxicating. My life is not as together as it seems. They miss hearing your voice. And I'm picking up like my life is not as together as it seems. I think you already knew that. Yeah, I think you already knew that. You inspire me. I just heard you inspire me to be a better person, is what they say. It says I can't be with you. And with, you know, we had the Knight of Swords and then the Ace of Swords come out earlier. I feel like this is all information that you already know. You already know what's going on. And if it's not directly from them, even if it's just intuitively, it's like, you know, either you know this as a fact, like a lot of the stuff that's going on, or it's just like you know it some way, how, shape, or form, you know what's going on. It's nothing about a third party or anything like that. Like the reason why they're not talking to you is because they're in trouble. A lot of you, your person, like I said, is in jail, facing jail time. With the Five of Swords that came up earlier, it's like there's a lot of cutthroat energy between your person and the people they may have been involved with. They're not having a good time. Not having a good time at all. All right, you guys, we're going to wrap your reading up there. Thanks again for hanging out with me, and I will see you guys at the next video. Bye, Pile 3.